my first weight loss loser vlog from Texas. It's Wednesday, October 28th. Let's get right to it. What diets have I tried in the past? The only one that I've actually tried 100% is Jenny Craig. I did all right. Actually, I did better than all right. I lost above 12 pounds. The first 3 weeks I was on Jenny Craig, I lost 5 pounds every single week. Just because of the food, the portions, and how they balance your diet. I think what I'm taking away from Jenny Craig is a bunch of tips and tricks on how to volumize your plate and balance your meals and keep your portions under control. Those are the 3 key things that I've learned about Jenny Craig that are so important and integral to dieting and watching your weight and losing weight. I'm not on Jenny Craig any longer because at the time it was a financial thing. I was beginning to feel like I couldn't justify $120 at Jenny Craig weekly and then $50 on top of that at the grocery store for things like cottage cheese, yogurt, milk, blah, 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 blah. It was adding up, and I'm not the only person in my household, so I was buying 2 separate things completely, basically buying double groceries. So I stopped, and I knew that I could walk away full of knowledge and use the tools that they gave me. And I still to this day utilize the practices of Jenny Craig, especially portion control, and especially after staying with Jason in California for these last few weeks. He has shown me above and beyond what I thought was possible in volumizing your meal. For example, you get a little thing of pasta like this, pasta and sauce, and you look down and you think, that is not enough for me. I need more food than that. That's not enough. What he has shown me is that you can take this little thing, and this is a Jenny Craig practice. It's called volumizing. Take this portion size and turn it into this by adding broccoli or peppers or any kind of vegetable, non-starchy vegetable will get you from this to this. And it's a huge meal. You can pour hot sauce all over it. You can pour whatever kind of 0 to 5 calorie sauce and get away with a ginormous meal. But I digress. You don't have to do Jenny Craig to lose weight. It's actually not even about the food in the package. It's about the portion and about controlling how much you eat, when you eat, and how balanced you eat it. That's what I've learned from Jenny Craig. And unfortunately, the part of the program that I didn't like and that really deterred me from going was the counseling that I got there. I think if you find the right consultant at Jenny Craig, it can really work for you. But the center that I went to was just money driven. It was very obvious. They sat there and read the questions out of the book every week. How are you feeling today? What do you want to focus on today? How much do you want to exercise next week? And they were just drab and felt like I was inconveniencing them by sitting in there. So that's a whole part of the program that I didn't get to experience in a positive note. So Jenny Craig is in the past. That's the one thing that I have actually 100% given my weight loss efforts into. What works for me now? Calorie counting and balancing meals. Why does it work for me? I don't want to be restricted by anything that is really hardcore. Telling myself I can't have chocolate or potatoes or any kind of pasta ever is already setting me up for failure. I don't think that that's a good approach, and I wouldn't suggest it for anybody. I don't think you need rigid, hardcore rules like that to be successful, because then you're not ever really dealing with the problem that you have with food. You need to work on the relationship that you have with the food. You need to know that I can have chocolate, but I can't have the whole chocolate bar. I can have some Ben & Jerry's, but I have to have the portion, 1/4 of it, not 4/4 of it for 1,200 calories. You have to know that you can have it, but not all of it, or not all of it all the time, or make a certain day, 1 day a week. I'm going to treat myself to a Dairy Queen Blizzard, and I'm going to be okay with it. And you're not going to punish yourself for eating like a normal human being every once in a while. It's just changing your mindset to, I can't have a Blizzard every day, all the time, whenever I want. It's worth it to step back, pull it back and set up some boundaries. Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, Atkins, etc., etc., etc. I love that it works for other people. I love seeing them successful. Look at Amber. She's so hardcore about Atkins and she never falters from it. And it is so motivating and inspiring to see her losing all this weight, and it's working amazingly for her. But it would never work for me. So the best advice I can give you is try a few things out and find what works for you. What works for me may never work for you. What works for all of us may never work for you. All we can do is give you input onto the options that you have. And it's up to you to decide which one works for you the best, the healthiest way, and the one that shows a lot of results. If you'd like to make a video response to my video telling me why calorie counting doesn't work, I challenge you to do that. Does it work for you? Do you think it works for anybody? Do you think it's too loosey-goosey? Do you think there's too much room to fail? Please, video response with that answer. I'm really curious to see what you can come up with. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for Jason tomorrow. So exciting. He has a voice. He's back and he's looking amazing. We will see you next week. Thanks so much for watching.